And now, you might be wondering, why is it 0-0-0? Well, Lingxi has a move. He has one move that saves the game. He is about to be flattened with a knockout punch, which is kind of crazy because Mikola's like a 30-year-old man and Lingxi's 12. But, you know, whatever. In chess, you're allowed to beat up 12-year-olds with your fists and the chess pieces. Lingxi finds the only move in the position, Bishop C3! The bishop resurrecting itself from death and covering checkmate. And if you just take this bishop, obviously what else could you do? This is not mate, the queen takes. What else could you possibly do here? If you take this, black is better, because now black has rook g8. You might be like, Levy, what are you talking about? Didn't you just say that? Yeah, but when the queen went there, it can no longer go to h4. It can't go to h3. So this no longer works. The queen cannot participate in the attack. Bishop c3, Lingxi probably is like, yo, I'm winning. Like he fell for my trap. No. Mikola had the whole thing planned out. He gives a check with his rook instead. The rook must arrive on that square. Why? Why does the rook have to arrive on that square? Black is just gonna go here. Now white can take. But what's the difference? The difference is that by going into this sequence, you force black to play rook to g8. You force black to play rook to g8, and the king is moved up, right? The king moved up to h6, and that's very important because now the king, by going up to h6, is susceptible to a check. On h7, he was only susceptible to that check. Everything in the position works. Rook g8, and now Mikola here, the best move is so absurd. He plays a very natural move. Rook takes and queen takes. He can also play pawn to h4, apparently. Unless I'm mixing this up. Not in this particular position. Pawn to h4, there's rook takes rook. Wait, I'm mixing something up. Hold on a minute. Maybe he needed to play rook g5, not h4. Rook g5 with the idea to play h4. The idea to play h4. Rook g5. What is rook g5? Rook takes g5. Knight g5. If king takes, queen g7, king f4, queen g3, and this is mate. So he can put the rook on g5 in this position, which is just crazy. And if queen takes, like this, there's check here, and you can hunt the king around, and then h4. This is a key idea in the variation. h4 attacks the queen, and if the queen goes for a trade, there's this mate.